The next day finds him calling on Phil Regan, a local builder with a good reputation. Jim wants Regan to build a number of new houses on the old Whipple property.
All right, I'll try to have it for you by Thursday. Okay.
Phil, this is the kind of home we're looking for.
It's the best group of homes in that price class we've had yet. They'll go well on that Whipple track. Jim, I've got about all the work I can handle right now. I'd like to do it for you, Jim, but I just can't see my way clear.
This isn't for Jim Chandler or Phil Regan. This is for the city. A brand new industry, new employment, new business all along the line. Phil, no matter what other inducements we offer them, we can't bring them in here if we can't house them.
Doggone it, Jim Chandler, you're a hard man to turn down.
Well, it's the penalty of your business.
What do you mean?
You know a home builder builds more than homes. He builds communities, cities, lives.
I ought to know better than to let you in here. Every time I do, it's the same thing. Look, if I can arrange for the additional line of credit...
I'll get it for you.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's draw up plans on these two models, send them in.
Now, I still like this one over here. Let's send all three.
All right, tell you what we'll do.
Now we are beginning to see something of what a mortgage banker really does. The full and active life he leads, much of it behind the scenes, for the betterment of the community. Of course, things like this are not accomplished overnight. While he is waiting for word on the Pasco factory, the next few weeks, Jim is busy on a wide variety of business projects for people big and little.
Here is the Simmons loan commitment for your signature.
Oh, yes. Well, this means a pretty little ranch house for those kids out on Clover Road.
I'm glad. They're such a nice young couple.
As nice as they come. 20 years ago, one of the first mortgages I made was for Jake Simmons, young Bill's dad. Bill was just a little tyke then. I remember I just bought a new car, and I let Bill sit in my lap as we steered it around the block. He's never forgotten it.
I see you haven't either. What is this civic committee you asked me to remind you about?
Oh, yes. The city manager asked some of us to serve on a community redevelopment committee. Write him a note and tell him I'll serve.
Yes, sir.
And then you'd better line up my appointments for my trip east next week. I'll want the complete file on the Sibley housing tract, the cooperative apartment, the Dewey warehouse, and the new medical center, of course.
Will you want the Pasco material?
No, I guess not. We haven't heard from them. That isn't like Mercer. We sent them everything they needed weeks ago, but... Oh, excuse me. Chandler speaking. Oh, put him on. Woman's intuition. Long distance, Mr. Mercer calling. Yes, sir. How are you?
I haven't called before, Jim, because I didn't have anything definite. Now I have. You've got a deal. The board has approved locating the plant in your town. We're ready to go as soon as you can set up the financing. You'll get the letter tomorrow. You have all the figures you need, don't you?
Oh, yes. It'll take a few days to work them into presentation form. Fact is, I'm going east next week. I'll submit it then. You bet. I'll be in touch with you, Leonard. Oh, same to you. Bye. Okay, I'll take that Pasco material.
Yes, sir.
So Jim Chandler heads east with several loans to discuss with a number of lending institutions with whom he constantly transacts business. One of them is a life insurance company, where he is welcomed by Ed Stevens, Vice President in charge of mortgage loans.
It's nice to be back here again.
Well, what have you brought us this time, Jim? We know you've always got something interesting whenever you come to see us.
Well, I've got several things here, Ed. One of them a new plant loan I believe you like.
Oh? We got a couple of our industrial loan men in here. Send in Wilson and Tuttle, please.
The specialists come in and for the next several hours study the facts, figures, and exhibits Jim has presented. They ask him direct, penetrating questions, to which he gives his answers in the same direct, informed manner.
Well, Jim, I think that does it. You've certainly brought us something concrete to take to our loan committee. Thanks a lot, gentlemen.
Have it all ready for you in the morning.
I'm sure we'll have our answer for you in a hurry. In addition to the facts and figures about this new factory proposition, I was glad to get the side information you're always able to give us on conditions generally in your part of the country. You know, without fellows like you, we'd have a much tougher job investing our funds.
Well, I'm always glad to help.
I mean it. You know more about conditions down there than we could learn in years. That's why we rely on your judgment. Come here. Take a look at some of the projects we're working on with other mortgage bankers from all over the country.
I'd like to. I'm always interested in new ideas.
As Jim Chandler studies the fascinating exhibits, the latest ways for making life happier for so many, he secretly thrills again to being a part of this important business with men like Ed Stevens and his associates who feel their solemn responsibility, both to the policyholders and to those who benefit from the mortgage loans. It is a business, yes, but a business guided by the highest ideals.
In one community, where the need for moderate-priced housing was critical, our mortgage correspondent came up with this wonderful development to take care of several hundred families of moderate means. As you can see, it's a lot more than just a roof over their heads. Look at that setup. Isn't that a knockout? And here's a beauty. A garden apartment unit in another community. And here's something I like. A group of private homes planned for a southern location. The emphasis, you can see, is on individuality. Yet the basic architectural style is admirably adapted to the climate. I think you'll be interested in this one, too. A truly modern office building where the people can really work efficiently in comfort. It's this diversity of projects, Jim, that helps us all diversify our investments, and I don't need to tell you how important that is. That's why you mortgage bankers are the most versatile source of mortgage loans, because you're the makers of all types of mortgages, like the factory you brought in today. Here's another plant we furnished the money for not so long ago. We liked it because it provides about every feature possible for the well-being of the people who work there, including a fully equipped medical department, for example. I'll be on the road in the next few weeks inspecting most of these projects.
When are you coming out our way again?
Oh, I'll be out there first week in September.
Fine. I want to show you how our operation has grown since you saw it last. And the town, too. It's really moving ahead with the times.
I look forward to it, Jim.
Be seeing you, Ed.
Right.
Soon after Labor Day, Ed Stevens arrives in Chandler's hometown. Jim shows Ed around his office. Ed is keenly interested in the mortgage banker's various departments on the office floor where all aspects of servicing are handled.
Oh, Ed, you know this town has some really outstanding real estate people. See over there?
Yeah?
The older man with the young couple? That's Gene Guthrie, a local realtor. He and Henry Sherman have worked together before. You can always tell, can't you? A town with good real estate people is a more substantial community because more people own their own homes.
That's right.
Now, this is the way your payments will work out. The first year, this proportionate share applies on principal, while this part covers interest, taxes, insurance, and so on. Now, through the months and years, your interest payments become less and less, while the part on principal becomes more and more, until by the 20th year, your payments are practically all principal.
Now I understand it.
That's a good way of showing it.
Oh, Mr. Chandler.
Oh, excuse me a minute, Ed.
Surely.
Folks, this is Mr. Chandler. This is Mr. and Mrs. Russell. We've just closed a home loan for them.
Oh, good.
You know Mr. Guthrie, of course.
Oh, yes, of course. How are you, Gene?
Hello, Jim.
I hope Mr. Sherman is taking good care of you.
He sure is.
This is a dream come true for us, owning our own home so soon. Thanks to Mr. Guthrie. He told us about this low-payment mortgage.
Well, you're in good hands when a realtor like Mr. Guthrie is looking after your interests. He's shown a lot of people how to realize this particular dream. Glad to have met you. If you should ever need me for anything, I'll be around here.
Thank you.
Good to see you, Gene.
Thank you, Jim.
Jim, we're glad to have mortgage bankers like you represent us as our loan correspondents. It's more efficient and less expensive. You're doing a job here we couldn't begin to do from our home office.
Well, Ed, I figure we all need each other. The Russells need us, and we need the Russells. We need you, and you need us. Gene Guthrie needs all of us, and we all need men like Gene Guthrie.
You know, Jim, as my little niece said to me the other night, Uncle, you said an armload. Seriously, though, this money, the savings of all these people, when put to work in this way, well, it benefits everybody. The butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. every wage earner, every merchant. That's the reason I like this work.
I know what you mean, Ed, and I'll go along with that. But now if we're going to inspect those new properties, we better get going.
Okay.
I'll just pick up my things in the office here.
The two men visit several projects in progress. The new Pasco plant, an impressive example of the healthy employment of private capital. The savings of thousands of average citizens. But beyond even that, here is one insurance company, like many others, investing more funds in an area than it receives from the area in premium income. Jim takes Ed around to see the new houses Phil Regan is building with Jim's financing. The insurance company has no financial interest in this part of the project, but Ed Stevens always likes to see what mortgage bankers are doing. Jim is financing the mortgages on these houses. Later, he will transfer the individual mortgages to one of the savings banks or insurance companies he represents. These institutions welcome the opportunity to spread their investments in government-insured mortgages. And the ripples of prosperity, like those from a pebble dropped in the water, reach out farther and farther to benefit more and more people, every trade, profession, and business in the community. So there you are. That's what I meant when I was trying to tell you what mortgage bankers are like, what they do. We've come a long way from the housing of our founding fathers. But the progress we have made in this country traces back directly to the ideals and aspirations to which they were dedicated. All of us who have savings accounts and life insurance play a part in today's great building program. And we can take everlasting pride in the knowledge that together with men like Jim Chandler, we are steadily building our own road to better living, now and for the future.